We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Alliance Tournament once again. Here on Plus 10 Gaming, brought to you by CCP and EVNT, we have Alliance Tournament 16, the 16th one of these gosh darn things, and explosions are guaranteed. I'm joined here by Nash Cadaver, the guarantor of said explosions, who's one of the main men behind Plus 10 Gaming and EVNT, and everything to bring this whole show to you. Nash, I mean, how have we done all this? Who's helped us do this?
It's pretty much all Bay RJ that has done this. I just claim the credit for it. That's basically how this works. No, it's been a bit of an emotional ride, this one. It's been a lot of work and working very closely with CCP Guard and CCP Falcon to make this one happen. CCP Shreddy, who's been a big help here as well, and obviously, as I said, Bay RJ, who's spent a lot of time and work getting all this to happen. And yeah, it's great to have the family back together.
Yeah, so we are broadcasting live from the studio here in Nottingham in the UK, where we will be for all 4 weekends of the Alliance Tournament this year. Last year we did 2, the year before we did 1. I guess that means next year we do all 8 weekends, maybe? We just keep doubling it every year?
Maybe.
Double Alliance Tournament?
Maybe.
Can we
if
do
I get
that?
some more time off, yeah, maybe.
So one of the cool things to know is because we are doing it in Nottingham this year, we do have a finals party on the last weekend, on the Saturday, here in Nottingham, where you can come along, you can buy beers or non-alcoholic beverages, if that is your choice, and you can have a great time and watch the Alliance Tournament live with a whole bunch of people. Nash, how much are the tickets for that, and are they on sale?
They are indeed on sale, so you can find a little bit more information on the website, and it's all, the tickets are, the early bird ones are 10 quid, so they're super cheap, 15 quid for the later ones. All the money that we take from the tickets is being split between 2 charities that we're supporting. We've got some adverts coming up in the duration of the show as well, and again, follow the links on the webpage, and you'll be able to donate to the 2 charities that we're sponsoring. So this year we're doing UK OTCF, an organisation that we've helped over the last couple of years. To date, we've collected about £5,000 for them, so we've done really, really well. And we're also bringing in Special Effect. So this time, Special Effect have got a campaign running as well. They've actually got a bit of money in their campaign already, which is really encouraging. And both those charities will be attending the finals party as well, which is super cool, alongside some of the CCPers. So.
Excellent. It should be a really, really good day, and I highly encourage everyone to come down. If you've never been to one of the events that we do here in Nottingham, they're always an absolute blast. Just find someone who has been to one and you will understand it's something you cannot miss, especially with the Alliance Tournament running at the same time. It's just going to be fantastic. But speaking of spaceship on spaceship violence, you are in the #1 place on the internet to see such violence, and yeah, we should probably start talking about it because it kicks off in 3 minutes. So I'm joined here also by Jin Tan and Sutonia. So these guys are going to be on the desk with me for a little while, and we're just going to get straight into the spaceships because that's what we're all here for. So the first match coming up is going to be Valora Cards versus Requiem Eternal. So we're starting strong with the roleplay alliances. Last year we saw roleplay alliances knock out some pretty contentious teams like Hydra. So I'm hoping to see a strong showing from them. Jin, tell me, what about Valora Cards? What do you want to talk about?
Well, obviously I'm wearing my green tie in honour of the Galante Militia for this match. GMVA have obviously been a kind of a dark horse team in previous ATs, so I'm really looking forward to seeing if they can have a strong start in this first match. They're up against some relatively unknown opponents, although Requiem have had showings before in the AT. So it'll be interesting to see how these 2 kind of experienced teams match up against each other in this very, very new meta, because obviously we've had a massive rule shift since the last Alliance tournament.
Yeah, so Tony, as Jin just mentioned, some major rule changes. Do you want to give us a quick summary of some of the big ones that stand out to you?
So the biggest one is you can only bring 1 ship hull this year. Previously you could bring 2, and in some of the earlier ones you could have bring 3, but now you can only bring 1. So you can bring 1 Harpy, 1 Merlin, 1 Hawk, but that's it. You can't bring any other ones. You have to mix up your teams a lot now. You have to have 10 different ships. And with 3 bands now instead of 2, you've got to have a very wide setup of ships that you can move into your team to replace them from the bands.
Yeah, unfortunately that might kill the famous Valora Cards double Macarial comp that they love to bring in Alliance tournaments. I don't think it's ever gone particularly well for them bringing double Macarials, but they insist on doing it, and I hope we see at least 1 Macarial from them in this upcoming match. I mean, predictions. Nash, you obviously know everything to know about Alliance tournaments, so why don't you predict which of these teams is going to win?
Absolutely. I think I'm going to put my money on Valor on this particular match. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that as well, because if I don't, Julianus will probably slag me on Twitter.
Yes.
So go GMVA. Jin, what about you?
As I was given a wonderful GMVA jacket a few years ago, I am contractually obliged to support GMVA during their entire AT run.
There you go. So Tony, over at you.
I'm going to go with GMVA because they have a swag flagship Macarial as an option, and it's also something that they did use very well in AT14. They finished 10th place in AT14. Requiem Eternal don't have a flagship. They didn't have a flagship last year. The name Requiem means an act of remembrance. Please bring a flagship.
A personal plea from Sidonia there.
With that, the teams are in the arena. We are ready to rock and roll and get started with Alliance Tournament 16. We're starting now. Hand over to the arena with